So I've been skating these Last Resort Cupsoles for about a week now. I want to say I've been skating them about 5 days consistently, and probably, like I said, a week total just wearing them around. With that being said, I've gotten a lot of questions about these shoes. A lot of people have been asking how I've been liking them, how durable are they, if they should get them, this and that. So today we're just going to kind of go over pros and cons about this shoe. There are definitely some things that I do like about this shoe, and there's some things that I really don't like about this shoe. But overall, if you guys want the short answer quick, like I probably would not buy these shoes again. I just think they're a little too expensive for what they actually are. Just overall, it's just too thin for me, but we're going to get into that. Like I was saying, this is Last Resort's Cupsole. It's the CM002 low. So this is their second version of the Cupsole. I guess I'll start off with all the things I do like about this shoe and kind of gradually go into the things I don't like about this shoe. But overall, yes, I did like the shoe, but like I did mention, I probably wouldn't buy this shoe again. So I guess for the appearance, I personally like how it looks. It looks like a pretty, a lot of people did not like how it looked. I think I got a lot of comments on how it looked like a Walmart shoe or just like, I don't know, just a not good looking skate shoe or whatever. But I don't know, I kind of like how it looked. It kind of looks like a New Balance to me. You're wrong, it's kind of giving like fashion running sneaker, I guess, also skate shoe. But I do like how there is suede, leather, and mesh. It's super breathable. It's also kind of durable with the suede right here. And honestly, these big, thick laces, I thought these were gonna rip, honestly, pretty quick. And there's really like not any major fading, no signs of major ripping or anything. So I'm actually pretty impressed. I've been skating mob grip tape, which is pretty grippy. So I'm surprised this did not rip through these that fast. So when I was skating it, honestly, day one, I was able to break it in right away. I had no complaints. Honestly, within 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes tops, my shoe was broken in. I felt like I was confident and able to do pretty much all of my normal tricks. I was kind of like curious to see how this sole was going to hold up. Like I didn't know if it was going to be grippy or if it was going to be slick, but it looks very Cupsole-ish. But let me tell you, this is very much a Volk sole. Even though it's a Cupsole looking shoe, it's very Volk. Like it feels just like I'm wearing like a Converse or a Vans slip-on or something. So it's grippy and the board feel is actually too much for me. It's pretty crazy. When I first started skating the shoe, I felt a lot of cushion kind of towards the heel, which I really liked. And there was a lot of board feel in the front of the shoe. But I want to say maybe the second day when we were actually out street skating is when I noticed the shoe was not as poofy, I guess, as it was. It already felt like it slimmed down a lot. I don't know, personally, I think that's actually pretty decent for the stitching. I purposely didn't crazy glue any of the stitching. I wanted to see how it would like hold up organically. And in the little ollie patch right here, that's actually holding up a lot better than I thought. We're getting a little bit wear and tear right here. Nothing super crazy yet, but that is maybe only after 4 or 5 sessions. The other few little main things I actually did like about this shoe was one, the lace option. I thought it was kind of cool how you could put the lace protection right here on this part. This little plastic part right here, I thought I was honestly going to hate it, but I ended up liking it a little bit more than I thought. So I love and hate this thing. It's great in the sense that like your lace is pretty locked up here, like once it's in there, you know what I mean? It doesn't really slide around very often. But when your shoe's like tied right there, like it's not really moving, which is really nice. But at the same time, if you're like me, I like to just kind of not tie my shoes and kind of pick my tongue up and slide my foot in. And I feel like this kind of prevents it a little bit. The first few days of the shoe, I wasn't really able to like slide my foot in. I had to tie my shoe. Like I had to unlace it and lace it like normal. But maybe by like that 5th day, I was able to kind of crunch this in a little bit more and kind of shove my foot in a little bit easier. So if you're someone that likes to slide into your shoe, this isn't maybe the best shoe for that, just because of like the build of the shoe. Speaking, I guess, around the edge of the shoe, I do like how there was at least some padding around the ankle. I just feel like the back here was kind of crazy, but like sure, it keeps your foot definitely a little bit more secure in there. I felt like my foot was never moving around or anything. It felt actually very secure. And even for how low these shoes go down, I didn't feel like my ankle was gonna fall out. Pretty much all the good things I feel like I can definitely note and say that I liked about this shoe. But now let's kind of get into the things I didn't really like. I guess first off, the one thing I really didn't like that actually bothered me the most about this shoe is the tongue. I honestly didn't like how there's no elastic around there, so your tongue kind of moves around a little bit, which kind of bugs me. I just wish the tongue was also poofier. My board landed on top of my foot a few times, and I wish there was a little bit more cushion there. It's just a really thin tongue, and I don't know, my tongue twisting like this just bugs me a little bit, so that's really not my favorite. But if you don't mind that, then you're chilling. This is kind of the other thing I didn't like going back to the ankle area, was I just wish this area was a little higher up. I just feel like it's just very low right here. There was 1 or 2 times where my board did hit me on the ankle. I mean, even if it was a little bit higher, I don't know if it would have made a huge difference. I think a high top of this shoe would be really awesome. High top with a poofy tongue, even more awesome. But we're kind of dealing with this right now, and I'm not loving how low that is. The other thing I guess about this shoe that I didn't really like was that I felt like it didn't blow out, sort of say, but I felt like it got really thin really quick. Like it literally feels like a Vans slip-on to me already. I feel like usually at my dunks, they don't feel like this floppy, I guess, already. They just feel really floppy, I guess is what I'm saying. Especially for a Cupsole. If you're someone who skates Volk shoes all the time and you're looking for a Cupsole, I think this would be a great shoe to start with because it's so slim. Maybe not at first, you'll feel a lot of heel cushion, but I swear by like that 5th day, maybe even less, you'll get your normal Volk feeling back. Overall, I just kind of wanted to start wrapping it up. Don't want to make this video too long, but those were kind of my thoughts and opinions on this Last Resort Cupsole, the CM002 Low. It's almost like 007, you know what I'm saying? But it's 002. I kind of like that. At first, I didn't really love the name, but now it's kind of growing on me. And interesting that is I still haven't seen this shoe in the wild. A handful of people actually did come up to me and ask me about the shoe. They asked me what brand it was. They asked me if I liked them. The minimal branding on this shoe is very cool, which I do like. Even the Last Resort hit back here is pretty minimal in there. Even on the tongue, it's pretty minimal. Especially, I wear baggy pants, so like you don't even see the tongue of this shoe. So, I mean, I do love that aspect of this shoe. So like I mentioned, there are definitely some good things about this shoe, some things I don't like about this shoe. But overall, I think this Cupsole is just a little too thin for me. But if you like something that has a thinner Cupsole, if you're like a Volk to death person, you might actually like this. It might be a little bit of a nice change for you, especially if you're gonna kind of gradually make your way into like a thicker Cupsole and you're just kind of, you don't really know what Cupsole to start with maybe. This could be an option. I know I keep saying that because it's just such a thin shoe. It's crazy because when I first started skating it, it really felt like this was really the only main part of board feel and this really felt a lot thicker. But it's crazy, within less than a week really, the shoe really broke in and got like pretty smushy in my opinion. I mean, do they really look like Walmart shoes though? It's so funny how many people said that. And also, I guess on the topic of shoes, I'm actually going to be testing some other shoes kind of coming soon. So I kind of can't wait for you guys to see what that's going to be. But comment, let me know what you guys think about these shoes. Would you guys try them out? Have any of you guys skated them? Have you guys seen anybody in the wild skate them? Like always though, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for some more videos. I know this sounds mad lame, but yo, we're almost at 100K, which is kind of cool. So if you guys aren't subbed yet, maybe throw the sub. I don't know, you don't have to. Either way, hopefully you'll make it back to the videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this shoe right now. So if you don't see me skate this shoe, this is why. It's just a little bit too thin for me right now. I'd like something with a little bit more cushion. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'll rate this shoe with a nice how you doing, but that's all I got for you.